What's up, YouTube friends and family and everyone? I'm making this, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Cleo Gilmore, and I'm making this video because I am a kidney transplant patient. I'm waiting for a kidney transplant, and I'm currently on dialysis. I invite you to go to Facebook if you want to see a more in-depth description of what a dialysis patient goes through. I am currently on peritoneal dialysis, and so I actually will show you on Facebook the steps to doing peritoneal dialysis. Go to Cleo Gilmore. Just type in my name, Cleo, C-L-E-O, Gilmore, and you will see a video of me doing my dialysis. But I'm also making this video because I have a plea in that I need a kidney. I need a kidney transplant. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm actually doing my dialysis treatment. Brittany, can you just video this is the patient line. It's going into my catheter right now, and I'm actually going through my dialysis treatment right now while I'm talking to you. But I'm putting in a plea. I need a kidney transplant. I've been on dialysis for about a year and 8 months, a year and 9 months, going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in May. And I'm currently on the kidney transplant list at Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Cleveland Clinic, Florida is a hospital that's located in Western Florida. I'm on their transplant list. Just to give you a little bit of history and my back history into my medical history, I was around 30 years old when I was told that my liver was failing. I had a rare liver condition that was called primary sclerosing cholangitis, or PSC for short. And because of that, I needed to get a liver transplant. So when I was 31 years old, I got a liver transplant. The person shooting this right now is my daughter, Brittany. She was only 2 years old at the time I found out I needed a liver transplant. So she doesn't even remember probably the first transplant I had, but I got a liver transplant. And that liver transplant lasted about 5 years. And at the end of the 5 years, the disease came back, and I was put on the liver transplant list again, and I needed a second transplant. And I got the second liver transplant in 2010. Now, from 1996, when I got my first transplant, until this present day, I have been on drugs called immunosuppressive agents. And what these drugs do is they protect my liver from rejecting. Whenever you put something foreign into your body has a tendency, it's natural for your body to want to reject that foreign body. So this liver that is in me, I was not born with. I got this liver from someone who died. And I got the second liver from someone who died. And so since this is not my native liver, initially my body wants to reject the liver because it's not mine to begin with, right? So I take immunosuppressive agents to keep my body from rejecting my liver. That's the positive. That's the good thing that immunosuppressive agents do. But the bad thing that they do is that they are horribly toxic on the kidneys. They can cause your kidneys to fail. Well, over the 23 years I've been on immunosuppressive agents, my kidneys have finally failed. So, while I've had to take the agents to protect my liver, in the process my kidneys have failed. Both of my kidneys are failed. You know you're born with two kidneys. I have systemic kidney failure. Both of my kidneys have failed. So now I am hooked up to a machine, and Brittany is videoing, showing you this. I am actually hooked up to a machine. Here's my patient line. Here are the bags of fluid, and I'm hooked up to a machine, and this is keeping me alive. It is filtering all of the toxins in and out of my body throughout the evening. And I have to be on this machine because my kidneys have failed. But an alternative is to get a kidney transplant. And that's what I am on this video tonight sharing, telling you I need a kidney transplant. And if there is anybody out there globally in the world that wants to help me, please, I welcome your help. These things happen. Sometimes it's a total stranger who just says, I want to help you. And I welcome your help. And I can't pay you back. The only payment is I can just give you is a thank you. I know it's a lot to ask. As a matter of fact, I asked my coordinator, I said, now how in the world do you ask somebody for a kidney? And what she told me was, you just ask somebody. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. And so if I don't have a kidney, it's not going to be because I didn't ask. It's just going to be because it's just not my time to get one yet. But if you feel compelled by God, a higher power, if you don't believe in God and you believe in some higher power, whatever you believe, if that is compelling you to help me out, thank you so much. And the way you can help me out is you can call the Cleveland Clinic, Florida, at area code 954-659-6750 and let them know that you are calling to help out Cleo Gilmore and that you want to be a living donor for a kidney for Cleo Gilmore. I'm a patient there at the Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Or if you have any further questions or you just want to talk to me further, you can give me a call personally at area code 610-637-2023. That's my personal cell number, 610-637-2023. And I'll answer any questions. I'll answer anything that you want. All right? Desperate situations call for desperate measures. If you want to call this desperation, call it desperation. I'm putting out, this is a desperate measure. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm putting it out on YouTube. I put it out on Facebook. I need a kidney. I appreciate your prayers. If you say, Cleo, all I can do is pray for you, I welcome your prayers. But if you want to go a step further and you feel compelled to help me and actually giving me a kidney, I welcome that as well. I'm an A positive blood type. If you are what Cleveland Clinic, Florida will do is they will next test you to see if you are a match. If you are a match, they'll let you know that we match. If you are not a match, you can still help me out indirectly by being involved in what's called the Paired Kidney Exchange Program. And let me briefly explain to you how that works. Let's say you want to help me out and you want to give me a kidney, but you're not a match. If you're willing to give someone else waiting for a kidney one of your kidneys, in other words, you don't match me, but you do match somebody else out there waiting, then someone else who wanted to give a kidney to someone who was waiting but wasn't a match can give me a kidney. Let me try to say this again so that it makes sense what I'm saying. Let's say you're John, and John, you want to give Cleo a kidney. And John, you don't match me, but you match a total stranger named Sarah. If you're willing to give Sarah one of your kidneys, then there will be somebody out there who didn't match Sarah, but perhaps matches me. And they are a total stranger to me, and I'm a total stranger to them. And so because you gave Sarah one of your kidneys, a total stranger will give me one of theirs. So it's indirectly you're helping to get me a transplant. Okay? So all I'm saying is you can still help me out even if you're not a match through what's called the Paired Kidney Exchange Program. It's a wonderful program. It saved people, it saves lives, and it keeps people from waiting eons of years for a kidney. So that's my plea tonight. That's my YouTube video clip tonight. A kidney will give me a better quality of life. I won't have to do this every night. I'm on dialysis 6 days a week. Right now, my dialysis center is giving me off on Saturdays. but 6 nights a week I do this. I'm hooked up to a machine for almost 9 hours. I do it at night while I'm sleeping or in the evening time before I go to bed. And then then in the morning, I disconnect and I go on about my day. I thank God for this. I thank God for dialysis, because if there was no dialysis, then I wouldn't be here. And that's not being, exaggerating. That's giving you the honest fact. I would not be here if it wasn't for dialysis. So I thank God for dialysis. This is the way I believe to go if you have to be on dialysis. If you have a choice, I would opt for peritoneal dialysis. That's where a catheter is put into your peritoneum, which is a part of your abdominal cavity, and you're filtering your waste through your peritoneum, versus hemodialysis, where you have a fistula that's put in your forearm, and blood actually goes in and out of your body through a machine. It's cleansed and then it goes back into your body. With that type of dialysis, that's called hemodialysis. You have to go to a dialysis unit 3 days a week, 6, 7, 8 hours a day each time, and you have to go through that. With this way, I have more control over my time. I can do it at night, and I just have more control over my time. It's more convenient, I think, to do it this way. So if you have to be on dialysis and you have a choice, think about peritoneal dialysis. You do have to be trained, because you have to be very, very sterile when you do this, because you cannot infect yourself. If you infect yourself, you can get what's called peritonitis, and that can be fatal. It's caused by fevers, chills, abdominal cramps. You have to get rushed to the hospital. You have to go to the hospital emergency immediately. But if you're careful, you will not have to go through peritonitis if you're sterile. So I was trained for like 3 weeks on how to do it. It was worth it because I have control of my time. That's pretty much it, YouTube family. Please consider what I've said. I put it out there. Again, my cell number is 610-637-2023. My name is Cleo, C-L-E-O. Last name Gilmore, G-I-L-M-O-R-E. My transplant center is Cleveland Clinic, Florida, in Western Florida. You can call them directly if you desire to help me out. Tell them that you're calling for Cleo Gilmore. And their number is 954-659-6750. Just follow the prompts. All right? Good night. Thanks a lot for listening, and take care.